Episode 2, we here from the Throne Podcast. What's up?
What's up?
Uh-huh.
It's good, y'all.
What's up? What's the word, y'all? What's the vibe? We made it. We made it to another episode.
Mama made it.
What's up?
Everything nice.
Everything good? Everybody feeling good?
I'm just amazed at the amount of support that we got. Like we got a lot of support from the first episode, just from when we dropped it. Even when before we dropped the first episode, it was so much people just sharing it, just so excited, and I'm grateful.
Word. And I like to thank each and every one of you guys that shared, comment, and liked on any of our social media platforms, and the outpour is amazing. We see the messages, we see the comments, and we see all the people that's trying to come up here and be guests. And I just want to, just to say a special thank you to you guys.
Thank you guys, man. Appreciate
we very much appreciate it.
Everyone that tuned in.
Facts, and we're gonna grow. Like I said, like other platforms, I know they get big and they be like, "Oh, you guys, shout out to my fans." No, you guys ain't fans. You guys are family. Right?
Okay. Okay.
Let's be one big crazy. One finger, not walking. No, one eyelash.
We're all growing together too. Because this is only our second time doing this. This is our second episode. So
that's a fact, bro.
We're not professionals at this. You know what I'm saying? So we just learning as we go along. So we appreciate y'all.
We just love being in front of cameras.
Yeah, when that camera's on, you know what time it is. Showtime.
I used to duck the cameras. Now I'm in the front of them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So what's up, y'all? So last episode we gave everybody a little intro about our lives and a little bit something about us. This episode I want you guys to pretty much give the audience or give the our family out there, because you guys ain't fans, y'all family, a little more detailed on your career, what made you decide to pick and choose the direction you're going to and your career path, and what one thing that you really love that you do career-wise.
Okay. Y'all know me. My name is Live. I'm an actor. I did commercials and stuff like that. I did this nice little, last summer I just had a little commercial with some hospital. I forgot. I know they paid well. I don't care. Morgan Freeman did the voice, so it was cool. They paid well. So but I do acting and stuff like that. I got little commercial gigs and also modeling. I did something for Google. Like a little commercial ad. I did something for I just did like a dating commercial. I was just like January 2nd, as soon as the year started off. So I moved to a great start. I've been getting a bunch of modeling bookings and stuff like that pays well. I did JP Morgan shoot. I did it's like a commercial for like JP Morgan also. So me getting some dope looks, man. Also with Tasha, shout out to like Tasha Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for like the acting and stuff like that. I did like the acting workshop and stuff like in Atlanta and New York, and those things really, really helped me out a lot. And I plan on actually getting back into it really, really deep. So yeah, the acting.
How do you get your gigs before you go into your next one?
Well, I got this company, this modeling company, and it's not only modeling, but they hire people with disabilities and stuff like that. That's what they specialize in. That's what they look for. So I get like a bunch of like castings and stuff like that to my email. I get like every other day I'm getting a bunch of castings that I'm filling out for, and most times when I get it, I land it. You know what I'm saying? So and they based out all the way in the UK though, but they got a bunch of people with disabilities and stuff like that, and some I also get on my own. Oh yeah, ZBD Management. Shout out to you. Shout out to y'all. Yes, ZBD Management. So if
you're interested in modeling,
if you check them out, they have a Instagram page. ZBD is called ZEB. It's in my.
Take your time.
It's in my bio. That's but so to you guys out there with disabilities, and if you really want to get involved in acting or modeling or whatever, because I had people in my DM ask me how I got involved. Just look them up. They're in my bio. And especially if you're in the New York or LA area and you're in the States, so they're big on hiring people from in that area because they get a lot of work. So yeah, that. And also my clothing line. Y'all again, you see me. I'm always gonna rep my brand. Always gonna have my shit on. Nobody else fuck about
Shop
that.
black business.
Yeah.
Support black businesses.
Mind my black business. Mind my black business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It's my brand and that's it. And
what made you become a designer, fashion designer? Like, what made you go into that industry?
Bro, when I first got my injury, bro, I got tired of going to the store, see the same damn thing, bro. Like, and me, like, I don't know, now that I'm older, I don't like a bunch of stuff with I don't like clothes with a bunch of stuff on it. I like just nice, calm stuff. Like, you know, I wanted something that I could actually go out on a date and, you know what I'm saying? Like, and look nice and, you know what I'm saying, but not be doing too much either. Something I could wear.
Not nothing bedazzled.
Yeah, like, that's the only thing I feel about, like, you know, a lot of the black clothing lines and entrepreneurs. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they do too much. It's way too many colors. It's just a lot going on and stuff. So I don't know. I just wanted something more to my taste and to my liking. So I'm like, why not create it yourself? You know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
dope.
Yeah.
What about the name, Flyboy?
Oh, Flyboy.
Where's that come from?
Man, to me, just like overall, like just like with the name, the brand also, Freedom is Fly. Like, to me, it's just like, it's an expression. You know what I'm saying? Just like being free. Being that's it. It's self-explanatory. Just like for the ladies, the tomboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of women just they just like to be free and just feel, you know, you don't want to have to just.
Freedom is fly.
Yeah, freedom is fly. The freedom,
right.
Exactly. The freedom to just be yourself is fly. That's it.
Dope.
It's not even, you know, it's not even really hard. Just be yourself, and the freedom to just love yourself and be true to yourself. That's it. That's all that really matters. So, you know, yeah, Flyboy, tomboy. That's the gang. So,
what about you, Queen?
Come get your merch.
What you do for a living? How you doing?
I just want to say that his sweatsuits literally are so comfortable at that. Like,
that's a fact.
Like, it's a high quality material. Like, I think everybody should go.
My ass be warm under them seats.
It feels so good. Like, I wore it like when we filmed last time about like a week ago, and I said, "Oh my god, I don't even need to put my coat on." It was like so warm. It was thick. Oh my god, I loved it. It was so plush. I would have slept in it if it wasn't cream. I have a kid. He'll fuck me up. But so me, I am what do you say? I am a freelance everything. I do everything that I want to do. I am a Gemini, so we have like a duality to us, but it's more like I have like a lot of personalities. I'm not gonna say I have multiple I'm not gonna say I have multiple personality disorder, because that's a real disorder, and I don't want to, you know, offend anybody. I don't have that, but I do have a lot of personalities, and I feel like every single one of them likes to do something different. So I really always wanted to just be on TV. So doing this is like my biggest passion. And then like I do hair. I'm a cosmetologist, but you know, that's not my passion if I'm being realistic. I like to do it because I like to make people look good, but I always wanted to be a stylist, like dressing people, clothing people and stuff like that. And if I have to curl your hair or do your makeup, that's cool too. But mostly I just want to be heard. I want to change the world with my voice. When did you start doing hair? I started doing hair because girls charge too much to do hair, so I'm cheap. So I started learning how. I started in my house just gluing tracks. Everybody know back then. Tracks on tracks. Stocking caps, just gluing the stocking caps to the back. Like, nah, this is what I'm doing because. And then I got nice with it. So I'm like, as the years went over and over, I just got lit. And then I finally went to school for it. And you know, when I went to school, it was cool. What kind of school was it? I went to Empire Beauty School on 34th Street. They have them all over America. So you can go to anyone where in your state they have one. But I went to the one on 34th Street because I just love the city. I always went to school in the city from high school. So, but my passion is literally fashion. That's honestly what I love. I love to dress people. No. Nice. Now, what about me, right? What is my profession? What do I like to do? What is my career interest? I'm a comedian model. And I'm a comedian and model. I performed across, I say like 5 different comedy clubs in New York City, at Caroline's, New York Broadway Comedy Club. Right. My mainstay is the Gotham Comedy Club. I'm a sit-down comedian, by the way. I'm a sit-down comedian. I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm a sit-down comedian, okay?
All right, alrighty. Yeah, so I've always been that kid, the class clown, you know what I mean? Always making everyone laugh. So that really became natural. All it is a transition from, just talking to people and make people laugh and just, transitioning to the stage.
By the way, bro, I want to commend you on that because that shit take a lot of guts, bro.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Bro, I remember when you came to me and you was like, bro, I'm going to do comedy. I was like, yo, what? Like, bro, I was scared for you. I ain't going to hold this one. Usually I'm not like, we try shit and we always go out and let me be like, yo, fuck it. But, bro, I was like, oh, it's this nigga.
Yeah. I went to his first show and he really amazed me because I really laughed.
Oh, yeah, when we remember.
It was like, wow, you were there too.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was like, it wasn't even the drinks that was making it funny. I was like, literally, because I was saving my drinks for the end because I wanted to be drunk. So I was like, wow, he's funny. He was funnier than anybody else that was standing up. So it shows like you don't need to have legs to do anything.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And you are who you are before you even got in the situation or in the chair. You know what I'm saying? So I was always that funny dude. And, I love to make people laugh and putting smiles on people's face. So, yeah, I like the comedy thing. Just, I enjoy that. I also, hosted I actually put together my own comedy show around 2 years ago. I want to do it every year. It's called Comedy Mingle, where I bring people from all walks of life together. If you're disabled or roles of life, I keep on forgetting, and able-bodied people, and then we all laughing under one room and one umbrella. And sometimes that's really needed. It makes people forget about their problems and what's going on in society, right? So yeah, the comedy thing is something I really enjoy. And you could catch me at the Gotham Comedy Club. Once this cough and, I don't want to say the word, 19, y'all know what I mean, cough 19. Once that thing is over, you can catch me at the Gotham Comedy Club. Also, I do modeling, right? So I model with an organization called One Way of Dreams Foundation. And their purpose is to pretty much bridge the gap between, just pretty much push diversity into the modern and fashion industry. They are also working on clothes with, we can make it to be more adaptable for people with disabilities. So, for instance, I did a gig on Good Morning America, and I was modeling a Tommy Hilfiger sweater. And on the Tommy Hilfiger sweater, pretty much it had.
Hold on, my boy modeled for not the country. My boy modeled for Tommy.
Yeah, I'm a Tommy boy.
All right, go ahead. Back
you know what I mean? And on the sweater it had magnets, so instead of it having buttons where people with less motor function, if you can't really pretty much take the button across by yourself, you can have magnets and they'll pretty much clamp inside, and it'll help with individuals dressing by themselves without an aid. So that was also big. Also, I just graduated from college, last year.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? So not only I'm street smart, I'm college smart. So I'm not a person that you really could mess with. You see what I'm saying? I could really dabble in any type of room. So that's very important, getting an education, especially, being a black person and disabled. Like, there's a lot of, things against me. So I have to try to, get the most credentials that's possible. So
that's right.
That's really big. Shout out to City College. You guys still owe me my degree. I gotta take like a Spanish 3 class. Like, I gotta take a Spanish 3 class. Word. Come on, stats. Like, you know what I mean? So shout out to City College. I'm working on. I want to get my master's. So that's the plan. I want to get my master's. My major is anthropology. I want to get my master's in counseling. Because basically I want to help the kids like me and pretty much help them with the transition from going to high school and college, because that's like a big gap, right? In high school, a lot of kids or young adults don't know what they want to do in life, and I feel like I can help with that transition and try to mold them in a way where it's like, all right, you can go take this path and this path, but the whole point is just not giving up and quitting, and having somebody look like them, just molding them and teaching them you can do it. There's things out there you can be productive in society.
That's right.
Right.
You are a good talker too, and I feel like you would be a good listener, and especially you've been to schools already talking to kids.
Yeah, I also talk to schools about gun violence, and I'm not the type to just be preachy. Sometimes it comes off as preachy, but I'm the type to because I lived it, right? And Yeah, I'm about my age. I'm only 27, and you know I lived through a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of experience, and I got like where I'm from. You know what I mean? I'm from like a certain part of Staten Island where there's a lot of trauma and pain, and I got a lot of friends that's no longer here and is doing 1 trillion years in jail. So all those stuff accumulated with my college stuff and just being educated, it really taught me a lot of things. So even just passing it down to the younger kids, and as I grow, and I think my whole purpose in life is honestly to give back, right? I feel like nobody's put on this earth just to just live and just be born and die. Like it's just ultimately just giving back and helping others. And once you feel that gratification, is more than any type of money or anything, any type of riches in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just
definitely,
giving back.
I agree. It's more fulfilling when you're like helping someone, and you know what I'm saying, not just doing it for yourself. Because I see a lot of people out here with their disabilities and all that, and they just preaching like about the community and saying all this stuff about that they do, but they really don't do anything. It's more self-driven. They're out here. Y'all know a few. You know what I'm saying? They up there on their page, on their platform, and they up there. They're super big, and they just I don't know. It's just really into themselves. I hate to see stuff like that because just to me it's selfish.
It's very selfish.
Very selfish. Me, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be good no matter what, because I always try to help others. I get so many people that ask me like, yo, how did you overcome this and that, like with your disability, and how did you get through the days? Like it's hard, and I always try to give back whatever information I have. I'm willing to give it. You know what I'm saying, if I get people to ask me about my clothing, like how to start it, I tell them. I'm like, it's no, like, why can't we help each other? You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not, we're not, whatever. I'm not. What you do, it doesn't stop me from being great. You get what I'm saying? Like me helping you is not gonna. It's not taken away from me. It's not gonna stop me from being great. Yeah, I'm not.
They feel like if they help you, then they can't help themselves. It'll hurt them.
Like it takes away from their shine or something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Helping people is also knowing like you're gonna be okay at the same time, and they don't owe you anything. Just
exactly.
Because you help them. You have to just, when you help somebody, you have to be okay with them not doing anything back to you.
All right.
Enough of that, because I'm gonna keep pouring this damn bottle. What do we have here today?
What we drinking, King?
Today we got the, how do you pronounce this? Bartenura. This is a Moscato, y'all. This is a pretty blue bottle. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's the good stuff right here. If you want if you want the lady to come to your place and take her shoes off and get relaxed and comfortable,
turn off the lights.
Yeah, pop one of these joints. Boop. She gonna get to walking around.
Have an open, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's good. Yeah, she could, cause y'all.
It's the panty dropper.
Yeah, y'all kids be kind of crazy. They don't be liking to take their shoes off. That's how you know you're not comfortable in your place. Bro, nah, for real. So, but yeah, this is the good stuff right here.
How does it taste?
Made in Italy. It's perfect blend, bro, because it's not too sweet and it's not too the alcohol, you don't taste it. To me, it's like I like to pick a lot of wines that are like beginner friendly, like, because me, I'm not a big liquor drinker. I'm not a big, you know what I'm saying, I don't consume a lot of alcohol. So to me, this is like mad calm. It's nice and chill, especially when it's cold. It's like really good. So it's the good stuff. It's made in Italy. Okay. And I don't know. I like the presentation. Is the you see all the.
Black people love shiny stuff.
Oh yeah. That's what attracts us. That's how you purchase.
I want it because it's a blue gold bottle.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's the good stuff. So yeah, watching that. Yeah.
That's what's up. You like your French? Your shit is way down. Last time.
This whole bottle was just like, and then everybody's looking at me like I'm the lush. So if I have to be the lush of the show, then I'm okay with that because I love alcohol. But when people, this is the thing, when you drink alcohol, they call you alcohol. But when I drink Fanta, nobody calls me fantastic. So
what?
Let's stop calling people names. Okay?
You were alky. Yo, last episode you was just pouring and pouring and pouring.
Pull up, drink. Sit there.
I went home with a headache. Like,
it's happy hour.
You ever been so drunk that you start calling your exes for no reason? I called my ex. I'm like, baby, you left the fish at my house, like for no reason, like
not the kid.
Y'all lying.
I ain't going back.
I'm drinking Drake. If anything, I get drunk and I'm lit.
I ain't going.
Oh, you get dangerous.
I ain't calling no ex. Nah.
I'm in a relationship though, so I can't.
To my nigga, like, baby.
So you get rowdy when you get a little something in your system.
Nah, I want to party. I want to be with my friends. I want to be outside. I want to be lit.
So what's the mood when you drinking? Like, what you like to do? Like, what kind of energy you bring?
When I drink, I like to be around a lot of people. I don't like to get. I don't drink by myself because that's when people are literally. I don't like to drink by myself. I want to drink with other people so that I can. Ooh, you putting the microphone in the face. No, it's not.
Put the lips on that mic.
Nah, myself.
But nah, I wanna be outside. I wanna be with my friends. You know, just be with the girls. It's so much fun. Niggas always be like, oh, why you always gonna be outside with your friends? And my friends are fucking fun. Fun shit. It's not my back. Be outside. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be good things. I don't hang out with
It's a party.
I don't hang out with girls that like drama. I hang out with girls that they all got something going for themselves. So we all know we got shit to lose. So when we outside, we have fun. And everybody always hit me up like, damn, can I link you? And everybody knows something about me.
Talk about it.
You outside, sis. You outside.
Always got the bitches. We outside tomorrow. Shout out to my best friend. Her birthday tomorrow. And my mother's birthday was yesterday.
Shout out to Mama Love.
Yeah, so this weekend I am going out like every single freaking day, and that's one thing about me, and that's one thing I know a lot of people with disabilities, we do go out. Like, let's break that stigma. We go outside. I am going out this whole entire weekend literally to have a good time. I'm going on a party bus. I've never been on one in a wheelchair, so it's gonna be fun.
Where the party bus is going? Where?
Through the hood. I'm a motherfucking city girl. Period.
Around the hood.
To the hoodie hood.
Everything
Around
is
the trenches,
closed. There's
in the
nowhere to go.
trenches.
We would have went somewhere, but everything is literally closing at 10.
Go to AC.
For
Go
what?
gamble.
Tired of AC. You could go right to Resort
I know you
World.
like the casinos.
The Resort World is in Queens. I lost too much money in the casino.
Shit, I used to have a gambling. Bro,
My son was
I was a
Gamblers Anonymous. I used to get tight.
I used to call bro like, damn, I lost another $1,000.
I don't want to hear
$1.
it.
I don't got a gambling problem because I'm too cheap.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't
I lose $50. I'm like, nah, come get me. I gotta go.
I place a gentleman's bet for $1, $5. That's it. I don't gamble.
The reason why I used to I cut it down. I used to gamble a lot because I'm like so competitive. And I think because I come from like a competitive background and I always feel like I could win. So when I used to go to like Empire, the casino, I used to really think I could beat the machine, and like the odds is not in my favor. You know what I'm
I used to
saying?
be on the phone just like, bro, it's a machine.
I'm like, yo, bro,
you
I'm telling you.
machine, though. My nigga, like, what?
Nah, it's crazy. But you know what's crazy? Like the pandemic, it was a blessing and a curse because this year is like when I realized like, yo, I was bugging, and it took the pandemic, you know what I mean, to like made me reflect,
to level up.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, and understand like, yo, you wilding out here. You know what I'm saying? You got stuff to take care of, but you know what I mean. It's like I said, this was a blessing and a curse for a lot of people. If you took it, you could have took it in a way like, yo, listen, we're stuck in the house. You could have taught yourself and learned a whole bunch of shitload of things. Nobody was working. You had, you know what I mean. We was all, quarantining. So, I took this year last year as a lesson. You know?
Yeah, we all should have learned from last year. Like you should, if you not spending more time with your family or picked up a hobby, started some new venture or something, you kind of
Gain a
wasting.
skill.
What are you doing? Yeah.
I taught myself how to trade options, so that has to do something with the stock market. The next episode, I'll put you guys on a couple stocks.
Yeah, my son Tesla'd up. We about to
Elon. Shout out to Elon. Got people rich last year.
Yeah, we about to get a couple of dollars off Elon.
So what's up, sis? What's up, Queen?
Well,
I want to know what's on your mind this week. What's on your mind?
The French facts of the week for me is I want to talk about how so many of us are just withering in relationships, whether it be relationships with family, friends, or our significant other. We're literally killing ourselves just because we're not letting people go that should have been let go of years ago. They may not be doing anything wrong, but it's just your energy is off, and then it's like a little argument turns into a big one because they're no longer for you. So let's start with friends, for example, because if anything Corona has taught me is to appreciate the people that love you, and you can also appreciate people that love you without them being around you. So I've had to take breaks because sometimes being around people too much, it causes this tension and this animosity for no reason, because you don't know somebody they say you don't know somebody until you live with them. So when you're always with someone, it's practically like living with them. Like if I wake up and I'm coming outside to be with you, I'm practically living with you. And so many people that I really, really do love, and they didn't do anything bad to me. I have nothing bad to say about them, but we just no longer click.
Sometimes you outgrow people.
Yeah,
and you can love people from a distance too.
But people don't know how to do that because they think if you loving me from a distance, you don't love me. And people like that you have to let go of, because if they feel like I have to speak to you every day for me to see that I love you. Sometimes I'm going through stuff. You understand? Like, I can't speak to you every day. It's some days where I don't even know what's wrong with me. So speaking on the phone about it is not going to help me. And then sometimes people don't realize they talk to you about their problems so much they don't even take the time to ask you what's going on with you. You know, or vice versa. And I learned that too. I learned that I have to ask people now, like, are you okay to take on my problems right now? Because that's a big thing. Sometimes we put our problems on other people and they're going through so much, because that could really break somebody down. Because I was doing that too. Like, I leaned on. I have this one cousin, and she's my favorite cousin, and I leaned on her for everything, but she was going through a lot last year, and she never complained about it, never. But I asked her when I'm like, yo, you know, is this too much? And she was like, no, it's okay. I told myself, I said, you know what, this is too much, you know? And I told her, because I'm like, you know what, I'm going through stuff, but you're going through stuff, okay, too. It's not fair for me to say, like, oh, my problems are bigger than yours, or your problems are bigger than mine, because to the person going through it, that's the biggest problem in the world right there. So we have to stop telling people, like, oh, that's not that serious. Because what's not that serious to us may be that serious to someone else. And you have to be fair like that. But a lot of relationships don't work in fairness. It works out of conditional basis. There's not a lot of unconditional love out there. People love you based on condition, meaning that you have to be doing something that they like, something that they want, or you have to be giving them something in order for them to love you. And those are relationships that you don't need.
It's a fact.
You need unconditional. Unconditional is like, you know what? I got you. I don't have to speak to you every day. I still love you. You know, I don't need to reassure you that I love you, because you know that I love you because of the type of person that I am and the type of person that you are. You know, and I learned that I was spreading myself so thin just by trying to be there for everybody, and I couldn't be there for myself.
That gets draining.
It almost caused,
definitely.
It almost caused a breakdown. So many people think like my biggest problem is the wheelchair, and it's not. It's literally just like everything that I'm going through in life, because I still have all the problems that a normal black person in poverty would have to deal with, and that's a lot. I live in my mama's house. Shout out to you, mama.
Shout out to Mama Love.
But I live in my mama's house with my 2-year-old son. She doesn't complain about anything. You know, she takes care of us. She still cooks me dinner. She washes my clothes and everything. And you know, I realize that could be a lot too. She don't complain about it, you know. But who says you want to do that? I'm your oldest, you know, and you still got younger kids than me. So it's like, you know what? It's time for me to start taking initiative to take care of myself more, so that she can focus more on her. You know, and that's what I'm working on this year, is just holding myself accountable for things rather than putting my burdens on other people, because I was doing that and I had people doing it to me, and I realized it's not cool, and it can mess you up. And we've all been there with friendships where it feels like a prison, relationships where it feels like a prison, because you don't want to let them go because you love them. It's something about them, like maybe it's just the comfortableness. Maybe I got used to you, you know what I mean? Like maybe I love you so much that I just don't know, like I have to let you go. But then over the years I started just letting people go, because at the end of the day I had a baby, and he's more important than anybody in my life. So
that's a fact.
If anybody is taking away my energy that I could be giving towards him, I have to let you go, no matter how much I love you, because I love my son more, and I love myself too. And he is the one that literally, like, he doesn't give a damn if I am looking ugly, if I'm down or I'm sad.
That's unconditional love.
He's always gonna smile at me. He's always gonna be happy with me. That's unconditional. When I had a baby, I found out what unconditional love is, because I know it's no limits to that love. Like, I know I'm going to go behind him on anything that he does. I'm gonna support him with any choice that he makes in life, as long as it's a good one, as long as he's not doing anything crazy. I'm not one of those mothers that think their sons are incapable of doing anything bad. I'm not gonna what's the word? I'm not gonna get stuck on a word, but I'm not gonna sit there and just make him feel like bad things are okay. I'm gonna also teach him respect, and I have to show him a strong woman. So I have to cut off any relationships that make me weak. So that's what I wanted to talk about this week. Just make sure you let go of anything that's draining you, whether it be a family member, a friend, or a significant other. Because we have significant others that drain us as well, and we have relatives, and we'll say, "Oh, well, that's my cousin. Well, that's my aunt."
Toxic is toxic, no matter what it is.
Matter who it
doesn't matter if they cannot understand that you need you time, and you don't have time to listen to their problems all the time. Then you have to let them go.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's what's up.
Nice point there. And like I said, to piggyback on what you say, sometimes, like I said, people outgrow people, and that's okay, and that's fine, right? Like for me personally, I can't have the same conversations with certain people anymore. Because I can't relate to that conversation no more. I can't relate to what you doing down the block or something like that. I'm at a different level in life. So, when I'm talking to my old, it's always love at the end of the day, right? It's always going to be love because, the relationship which you had with a person at that time, you got memories, right? So you always going to have that memories. But like I said, sometimes you outgrow a conversation.
Yes.
Because, certain things you just not on no more. That ain't fun. It ain't fun no more. You see what I'm saying?
People will use you. They'll use like a friendship to just take advantage of you. It doesn't matter if you have a disability or you're fully capable. They will take advantage of you if you allow them. They'll make it seem like that friendship is like set in stone. Like we have to do this, or that relationship is set. Like we have to. I don't have to do anything. If I learned in life, I have free will. I am not in prison, and God gave me that right.
That's right.
What about you? You had any situation like that?
No, I have just a bunch of friends that I have that, sometimes we don't speak for months, but it's still the same. Like the love is still the same. We just checking on each other, and everything is just the same. Like, but then you got those other friends who just want you all to themselves. They hate when they see you with other people. Like, damn, why is she hanging with so-and-so now? They want you all to themselves. That's like really, it's just really selfish. And, that's that toxic love. And that, I don't know. I don't like stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just, like you said, they don't want to take accountability. A lot of people are scared to just be by themselves. That's what it really is. They don't like themselves. So they get up on social media and all these platforms. They hate to see anyone doing anything positive. Someone could be starting a whole business. They like, look at her.
She be your own friends.
Family. Those be the ones, family. And they talking down on you and all kinds of shit. Don't believe in you or nothing. But as soon as your shit blow and
bottle pop.
Once that bottle pop. Oh yeah, they right there though. Yeah, everybody. Cuzzy. Fuck out of here. No, get you. Ride out. Let's keep that same energy, dog. So I don't know.
I agree.
I have a son. Mm-hmm. So what I hold most important is the people that value him. Because once you have a kid, your friendship should be based on your child as well. So it's like, do you care about my kid? Because you can't care about me and not care about my kid. You understand? So we're one person in my eyes. So I have people that check on him daily. I have people that check on him once in a while, and that's cool too. He's my son. But if you never ask about my kid, I don't really care for you. If you never acknowledge that I have a kid, I don't care for you, because my son means everything to me. So if I mean something to you, he should mean something to you as well. If not, we're not really friends, and you should stop calling me that.
That's right.
Preach.
Your real friends, because what matters to you what matter to them.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, when you starting something new and you're excited about it, they're excited for you.
And I have a lot of real friends, so I don't want people to think like, oh, she ain't got no real friends or she throwing shit. I have a lot of real friends, but I'm just saying, from situations, when I speak my facts, it's just things that I see. I see a lot of people on social media going at it with people that they thought were their friends for years. And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, y'all hate each other. Y'all hate each other now. And then they start throwing everything in the air. And it's like, damn, you've been feeling this way about them. I see it a lot. And it's just like, wow, the one thing about the girls I fall out with, we don't do that. You won't even know we don't speak unless you paying attention. Like, oh, they not around each other like that no more. That's the only way you could be able to tell. But we're not going to go through shade. And that's the one thing I respect about the girls that I did choose to be in my life, whether they're in it now or they're not. They don't go and talk about me publicly. Maybe behind my back. I don't know what y'all bitches say behind my back. But in public, they don't do that, and I respect that.
I value the word friendship. Like, I don't call everybody my friend. You see what I'm saying? And you know why? Because I'm the type of friend that, all my friends pretty much lean on, and they know I'm loyal. So like, I kind of what you said earlier, said it gets draining, right? Because all my friends come to me with their problems. You see what I'm saying? So I never get to release my stresses. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm the one that I'm always there for everyone. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely understand that point that you brought up earlier. I got a question though for y'all.
What's up?
Since being in a wheelchair, right? Have any of our friendships changed? Did any of your friends treat you different since being in a wheelchair?
My friends is some real ass bitches and some niggas. They didn't treat me no differently. If anything, they're more protective over me. Like they sometimes they coddle me, because when I first got injured, they coddled me a lot more, because it was like they were so scared. Because when you almost lose somebody that you love, I can understand. My mother was scared for me to go to the store by myself. When I first got in my chair, so it was hard for them. Everybody was so. They thought I was like fragile, like I'll break if somebody touches me, But as they started learning about my injury and stuff, they've been making jokes about it. I had a cousin. I got a cousin. My cousin, she said to me, I had a pillow pet in the hospital, and I had 2 of them because everybody's buying me pillow pets. They were a thing back then, and I was mad young. So everybody's buying me pillow pet. I had 2 of them. It was a ladybug one. So she said, "Ooh, let me get one." I said, "I'll give it to you when I start walking." She said, "That's gonna take forever." And I said, "Oh!" I started crying. I said, "You bitch!" I can't believe she said that. But you know, looking at it now, it's something to laugh at. You know, and it just shows like, I'm glad that they treated me the way that they treated me. I'm glad that they still treated me like a person, because some people, they treat you like you no longer a human being. They treat you like you're just like a burden on them. And my friends never treat me like that. They fold up my chair, and I got female friends, and they carry me up flights of stairs, like flights of stairs.
I know they back be hurting like a motherfucker.
And they little. I got a friend. I got a friend named Tati. She carried me up.
Shout out to Tati.
She carried me up any flights of stairs. I had a friend named Ebony. She done carried me up 125th stairs.
Okay,
you know,
Eb.
Big Eb.
Okay,
Big Shirley.
She carried me up
Shout out to
stairs. Nate can't carry me for shit. Nate and Maya.
Come on, Nate, get your muscles up.
They gotta get
Get
their
your
muscles
fucking
up.
weight up, man.
Hit the gym.
But they'll find other ways. They'll go and get somebody. If somebody in a spot, they'll go and get them. Like, no, carry my sister up the stairs. You know what I mean? Like, and then we're gonna make it happen. We make things accessible, and that's what I respect about them.
That's another thing.
Oh,
sis.
yeah, for sure.
Accessibility with like any type thing, clubs or restaurants.
Yeah,
like we shouldn't even have to go and do that. Like, why our friends have to carry up some stairs for
That's
in
a fact.
2021 when the place is supposed to be accessible?
People be so
Come on.
surprised when you get up in the spot. They be like,
What are you doing there? How you doing?
I be in all the clubs. It don't even matter. Well, I used to be
Yeah, that's
before
a
Corona
fact.
started. It didn't even matter because my friends got me, you know. And that's the importance when you have a disability, is to have genuine people around you, have real friends that actually care about your circumstance, and not people that's just like, well, damn, I'm not gonna invite her or him because that's gonna be hard. How are we gonna do that? Instead, they made they way
Figure it
already.
out.
My friends have they way in they head already, because I say, what if it's theirs? Their favorite line is so.
Yeah.
What if it's that so? Like, bitch, let's go, get dressed. Like, and then my guy friends, forget about it. They treat me like a baby, like I'm a princess. I'm getting carried up, whatever. I lived in the house. I lived in the house up until 3 years ago. Ever since I've been in the chair, and it was always theirs. So I was always getting carried up.
That's right.
People fuck with you, they fuck with you. When
That's
you're real,
it.
when you real, people really gonna mess with you.
That's a
and
fact.
Yeah, you can feel the love. Like, one of my friends, and this shit surprised me, shocked the hell out of me. I'm talking about like a day one. We used to bust down like Chinese food and all that. And I mean, he was the one who never really had the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we used to like bust down plates of food, bro. All of that, like, you know, to look out for him. Bunch of stuff. Long story short, like now that we're older, when this first happened, he used to come around with these fancy cars. He up now. I'm talking about Porsche, Maserati, Range Rover, you name it. He done drove it, right? And he come around and like we be about to go out clubbing or whatever, and he always be like, yo, nah, live chair don't fit. Would never want to put my chair in his cars. Yeah, I noticed that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I just picked up on that. He would always have an excuse every time. Like, I wouldn't even ask, but the other homies would be like, yo, we gonna put live chair in your car or whatever, or we gonna ride out. And he's like, nah, his chair don't fit. Or he make an excuse, he be like, yo, I'm leaving right now, I'm gonna leave, y'all meet me there type shit. Yeah, I'm just like, that shit hurt. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, but then again, on the other hand, you know, I got my solid brothers, you know what I'm saying? My brother Denisa, my blood brother, you know what I'm saying? And Bolo, I got other guys like Sandman, it's my brother. Like but Sandman just came home from doing like 15 years. Every time I got pictures on my Instagram, he left my whole chair when he see me. Like, yeah, you saw the video. He left my whole wheelchair up when he see me. Like, I love my brothers. You know what I'm saying? White, Bat Money. Love, that's my brother. Shout out to Bat.
Shout out
to Bat Money.
If y'all know me, y'all know my brother, man. Because that dude, man, we used to be talking about the clubs. Yo, we used to hit the clubs up. Remember how you said you see, like when you saw my Instagram, and I used to be clubbing and all that? Bro, we used to be so many spots we used to get into. I can name all the club, yo, whatever. Long story short, like we used to hit up all the clubs, and bouncers would see the wheelchair, be like, nah, he ain't getting in. And Bat'd be like, what? We getting in there? You crazy? Put me on his back, have the wheelchair in the front, and I'll be on his back, piggyback riding and all that. We'll be up in spots, and people would just be looking like, and they'd be like, yo, I respect y'all niggas for like moving like that. Like, y'all, like, that's your brother, he's solid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just the fact that he holds you down like that, you know? And I love that. I love my guy, like, just for holding me down like that, you know? So shout out to him. White, and a few of my other brothers that's really there for me whenever I call. Like I said, it could be months sometimes we don't speak to each other, but the love is still there. The love is still the same. You'll know what I'm saying, who's there for you, because it's not going to change. They're not going to treat you any different. They're not going to pity you. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, they're going to treat you the same, because they call me on my shit when I'm lagging or doing some bullshit. They be like, yo, lie the fuck out of here with that. It's some bullshit.
It's important to have friends that see your disability and understand it, because so many people say it's important to have people that don't see it. No, you need to see it. You need to acknowledge.
There at the end of the day.
You need to acknowledge that it's there. I'm not ashamed of it, so you shouldn't be ashamed of me. You shouldn't have anybody like, no, I'm gonna leave your chair, just you come. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm gonna bring my chair. You know what I mean? So I have friends that make sure that they make it happen for me, and that's the important part. They see that I have a disability. They don't treat me like I have one, but they also make exceptions for me. Things that they wouldn't do normally, they'll do it for me. And I respect that. Shout out to Yanni too. Appreciate you too.
Shout out to the whole gang.
Gang.
For me personally, I'm 10 years, 15 years plus with all the group of my friends. I got like 5, 6, 7 friends, and I'm 10 years, 15 years plus. All my friends is day ones, and you know what I mean. They never. At first, I think they was all timid and was like, damn. Like, bro, really in the chair. Like, it's shocking, because it's like I go from this, nice muscular dude to like, the stereotype of being in a wheelchair is like fragile. It's always like a bad stereotype. So I know it was I got a lot of friends that I know for a fact it was hard for them in the beginning stage, because they didn't know what was going to be the outcome. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, seeing that, I was progressing, from me being injured into like 2 years, 3 years in, you know what I mean? I went back to, school, and I was out there, getting girls and wilding out, and they was like, oh, Jesse's back to him. So it made them comfortable to be around me, and knowing that I was fine made them fine. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Also, but I'm gonna tell you a story that was really dear to my heart. Like, when I first got shot, one of my best friends, he couldn't take it in a way, you know what I'm saying? And he was mentally, he got impacted by that. You know what I mean? He's not the same. So, that kind of impacted me and you know what I mean? It still impacts me to this day, because I'm like, yo, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, me being strong is enough, but I wish I could be strong from him, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody takes things so differently. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody takes those differently, and everybody heals at a different time also. But you know what I mean? That impacted me in a real deep way. So shout out to all my friends, Ray, Damo, Ronald, Abe. I got a whole bunch. If I'm forgetting y'all, I got a whole bunch of y'all. You know what I mean?
That's the whole Staten Island.
The whole Staten Island Harlem. They all love me. And also I got a lot of friends I gained after being in the chair, right? So it's a lot of my friends now that they never met me walking, and they just met me in a wheelchair, and they treat me like it's crazy, lifting me up. And I remember I was working on Wall Street, and like we used to go out like for like brunch and stuff. Mind you, like I said, these are people I just met, but we close like my day ones. They picking a chair up, carry me, like, you see what I'm saying? So you see what I mean? Like, I think it really depends on the individual, and like once people, like you said earlier, people see the real in you, right? Yeah. They gonna fuck with you because you real. You see what I'm saying? And so that's very, very, very pour up mommy. This is pour up mommy. Like
I forgot I had the larger glass. So
that's cheers, sis. Cheers, sis. On the big. No, I said cheers, baby. Cheers, baby. Don't get me pouring up the whole time.
Sorry, y'all. He got a Benz, so he can't be driving too crazy.
Look, I'm like, listen. It's like the what's the Flintstones?
Benz put on it, make one drive it up.
Hey. But yeah, so just talking about that, friendship is very important, dealing with a disability, and I think it's really important to have just good people in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with a disability, make sure you have a great support system, because that helps with the growth, becoming disabled or just being disabled from the start, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, let's get into the topic of the day. Right?
Is that what we talking about?
What is the topic of the day? The topic of the day is, what are the misconceptions of people dealing with spinal cord injuries? What are some misconceptions about you guys you get every day?
So many people think that everybody that's in a wheelchair is something wrong with their legs, and it's like sometimes that is the case. Sometimes people do have injuries to the legs, but then most people that are in wheelchairs permanently or for a long period of time, we have spinal cord injuries, which means our spine has been injured. It's literally in the name. So it's bigger than me. Just people just like, stand up, girl, get to walking. You know.
Man, I hate when people say that. Yo.
It's so,
like I'm using this for a joke. Like my chair is a joke.
Yeah,
It's like I'm playing around.
It's a prop.
She don't look like she in a wheelchair. Like, what is a person in a wheelchair supposed to look like? And it's the misconception that we're just all supposed to look just like, you know, down, dreary, not happy with life. We're all so sad about things, and if we are happy, then it's a front, you know. And that's sad, because for you to feel so sorry for me that you think that I have to feel sorry for myself, maybe you need to reevaluate your own self. Maybe start asking more questions, inappropriate questions, because people do come up to me with questions, but it's the way you approach people about it.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
If you do not know me, first see if I'm even comfortable with you, because I'm not comfortable with a lot of people just coming up to me asking me about my questions. Because I will tell you really quickly, like, oh yeah, I'll tell you, oh, I got polio. And
I make up mad stuff.
People so stupid they'll believe it. Like polio got cured so many years ago. But it's like, yeah, I got polio, or I got this, or I was born this way. And it's like you would never know, because you're just so ignorant, and your mind stops at the fact like, oh, she's just in a wheelchair, you know. And that's that.
Yeah. Also, let's not, let's put it out there. There are some people that's disabled, right, that actually do need help also. Like I said, these are all personal experiences, right? And the three people up here is very rare, you know what I'm saying, in certain circumstances, right? So, like I said, we're just showing you a side that people don't see, right? Because everything is not 100% like, oh sure, like all disabled people is like that, right? No, we're giving you just a different side, that there's people out there like, you know what I'm saying, like us. And you know what I mean, as long as there's also people out there that actually needs help, and you know what I mean, and those misconceptions and stigmas are kind of true sometimes, you know what I'm saying. So we're just giving you different angles and different sides of, you know, the whole disability world and the community.
We don't want to insult anyone. This is just strictly from our POV point of view. And if we have insulted anyone from the last video, that wasn't our intentions. We said it clearly that we are speaking from our perspective. So we can't keep apologizing for it. So either you're being attentive or you're not.
And some people are just hearing what they want to hear also.
And it shows that you're not watching. You're watching to respond. You're not watching to hear anything.
To be a critic.
And that's not okay either, because we all have disabilities. And being disrespectful is not okay, because some people are calling it constructive when it's really destructive, because it's ways to go about things. If you feel personal or adamant about something, it's not to be commented. You should DM us privately so we can, we need feedback. It's important to have that on any type of show, any type of platform, but please just respectfully, that's it.
Be very respectful at the end of the day,
because publicly it's like you're trying to embarrass us.
That's right.
Yeah,
and these are three, like these are three unique experiences, because all three of us, neither of us were born into our situations. We all
correct.
These injuries that happened to us, as life went on, and but that's the whole reason I have guests on the show. A whole total another perspective on things, and a whole nother outlook. So but just you just got to grow with us and watch, and but don't, like French said, don't just listen to respond. Some people look for the negative.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They looking for the negative. They wake up on the BS, like, you know what I'm saying, like just looking for the negative, when this is a whole positive platform. The whole point of this platform is positive. Like, it's nothing,
especially we're doing this from a clean heart.
Well, yeah, exactly. And to inspire and motivate others to do good. So why would you,
to bring people together?
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, the majority, that's just like, the whole response is 190, I say 99% positive, right? It's only a few, it's always going to be a few critics out there, you see what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to get everything correct.
But but if you're going to be a critic, don't come off as if you're trying to be constructive. If you're clearly not, you're just not listening.
Yeah,
that's not to be a critic. You have to watch the whole movie. You can't just watch a part of it like, oh, it's trash. You have to see every part, because it could get good at any part. You know what I mean? And you're just watching. You're listening to what you see and what you want to see. We don't know. We already said we do not know everything about disabilities. We want to learn with you guys.
Right.
We want you to teach us too. But that's when guests come on.
Our first guest is next week too, by the way.
Right.
Amputee and a spinal cord injury. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be very, very, very beautiful to learn about that young man, that young brother, that king. Right. So back to the misconceptions. What's good, King? Any misconceptions?
All right. Why come every time?
I know what you about to say. I know what you about to say.
No. Why come when a dude is in a chair and you got like a nice woman over there, right? Why she got to be a home attendant?
No,
she's not my home attendant.
Oh,
Like,
that's
the
a misconception.
why she can't be my lady or something? Like,
That's
what?
my lady.
Yeah, no, like for real. Like I used to.
I think you say something.
No, because when I used to, I remember when this first happened. Right, I was mad young when this happened. I was 24. My injury. I'm 42 now, so it's whatever. But
back in the day.
1930, back in 1936.
Back when slavery was around.
No, but like they used to always send me these older A's and stuff. They'd be like 50 something, like 40 something, late for the age I am now, whatever. And they would be like tired and so fatigued. And mind you, I was so ratchet. I would still be in the hood, working out and stuff with the homies, and I have the aide with us and stuff, and they would just be like, they would be over it, like, you know. And then I start requesting like younger age and stuff like around my age, because they was more, you know. They would be with everything. Like I'm doing a bunch of stuff. I'm only 24. I'm still all over the place myself. I'm doing a bunch of stuff all day long, and you know they was just with it. And well, I had to stop getting the AIDS because I started having
touching.
Yeah, they always wanted to have
Pop
sex.
that.
That's a whole nother combo. But we gonna get to that.
We gonna get that's yeah. So,
but yeah, that's total misconception. That's one misconception. Like why does it have to be my home health data? I just can't have why can't my lady want to come with me, accompany me to my doctor's appointment? She can't that much about
your
me.
Lover.
Yeah,
your lover and your friend.
You know what I'm saying? She can't care that much about me that she want to come to my doctor's appointment and just, you know what I'm saying, accompany
Give me medicine.
Give me medicine. You know, the more whatever it is that I do. So you know, that's just one of the many. But you know, it's so many out there. I'm just joking, but yeah, it's a lot.
I think to actually piggyback on what you was going to say, I'm gonna tell you what I thought you was going to say. Right?
What's that?
So I know.
I know what you want.
How many times y'all in the bar or the club, you so say you looking nice, female come up to you, looking at you. Can you have sex?
Oh, first thing.
Like I should roll around with a shirt that says it still works. You get what I'm saying? Like pointing down. You see what I'm saying?
Get those made for like a show. We should do that.
So,
one time.
and that should be so crazy. It's just like, yo, like I don't know if a lot of people in wheelchairs or disabled people get that, but that's like the number one question for a female. That you know, I get that a lot. Can he ask? I mean, those who know, you know what I mean? No, they know. But if you don't know, you see what I'm saying? You know.
Now you know.
Now you know, right? But that's a misconception. Like everybody, like also let me be serious about everybody. Disability is different. Once again, for other people, they need probably different tools, or like, you know, some people use Viagra, right? Some people use Cialis.
Some people got a button.
Some people got a button where you put. There's buttons out there
you can't give them too much.
No. We I'm just going to touch.
We gonna tap into that another time, yeah.
And it's also something called Trimax, right? Your thing be standing like strong, like this, look, solid as a rock, ready to go. So that's a misconception right there.
Some people got the Reebok pump. You know what I'm saying? The Reebok pump. It's not funny. I need to stop. No, because and then, you know, some people just funny, bro. It's the Reebok pump. No, but some people are just healthy too. Like I like to work out, but this don't. First off, I'm saved. I can't do nothing. I'm disabled. I'm
in the morning. I'm like, if those who know about Seymour's, that make your man strong. I call live early in the morning. They gulping the green juice down. I'm like, yo, I know why he doing that shit. He ready to go, man.
Bro, I just want to stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? For when it's time to go. That's it. I'm just trying to be ready, and you know what I'm saying?
Gulping the Seymour.
Yeah, you never know when it's time to, you know what I'm saying? You never know when somebody might walk up to you and be like, hey, that thing worked. Got tested.
Big bottle of Seymour's early in the morning. I'm like, ready to go.
Listen, I am saved. My grandmother watches this show, both of them. But another misconception is that we all just can't feel our legs, or we can't feel this, or we can't feel our private areas. Everybody has different levels in spinal cords. We're speaking for spinal cord injuries right now. So everybody can feel different things. Some people could have full feeling of everything, but they're just not able to move it. Some people can't feel anything, and some people could feel half. We're all at like our midpoints. Right, yeah. That's just where
I got the highest injury out of all of them. I think.
What's your level, Jess?
My level is thoracic, so it's T4. Many people think my level is a little lower because how I move, but my level is a little higher. It's like like chest, but I think, I don't know.
Mine is a little lower. Mine is a T6.
I mean higher. Mine's a little higher.
Mine is a T6, but I got shot at a T6, but the bullet is at a T11, so I function as a T11. So
wow.
I can feel everything like that a
didn't know
T11
that.
person would. And my injury is incomplete, so I gain more things over the years. It's a difference between a person having an incomplete and a complete injury.
That's correct.
An incomplete injury, they're still able to gain some function back or whatever that they didn't have when they first. When you when you have a complete injury, your spine is severed. So it's hard for nerves to reattach, but I believe in God, and I know anything is possible through Jesus Christ. So
Amen.
don't
clap for that, baby.
Don't just listen. If you're young and you're newly injured with a spinal cord injury, you have to listen to yourself. God is my first doctor and my final physician, and if you don't believe in God, believe in yourself. That's the most important part, because we all have different religions, and I don't want to offend anyone. So believe in yourself. And I always tell the young people that hit me up, like, yo, work hard, because I bullshitted my first couple of years, and you get the most back within the first 3 years. 3 to 5 years, they say. So if you really put in the time to do, anything is possible. But you have to put in the work. You have to walk by faith, and you also have to work on faith. And a lot of people don't do that. They think that I'm just gonna pray and God is supposed to do it. When God doesn't do it, why me? Do it. If you really want it, anything that you want is possible. And they have so much new technology. Soon we all might be walking and running. Just the way things are going. I have a very optimistic mindset when it comes to that type of stuff. So that's why I'm not really sad about anything, because even if I had to spend the rest of my life in a wheelchair, I'd still be okay with myself, because I love myself. You know, like I would trust me, I would leap at the opportunity. I would leap at the opportunity.
If I could dunk again, of course.
Yeah. Do some. I was gonna say something crazy.
Some jumping jacks again. Don't
something else.
Listen, I'll drop this chair like it's nothing.
To do that, I would, but it's like I'm okay if I can just have my health, my wealth, and everything, my faith, and everything within the same time and remain the same person. I'll be okay in a wheelchair as long as my son could walk. I'm good. You know, that's just the main thing. And
that's a fact.
It's so many other misconceptions, like we don't dress ourselves. I dress myself. It's not, and it's not even like, people be surprised at how quick I could dress. And I learned that from, you know, being with having my little phase in the beginning I told you about last week. I learned how fast I could get dressed when it's time to go. When you don't want to be there no more, like, nah, let me get dressed, let me throw this on, you know. And it's quick, but sometimes some of us, we take a little bit longer, and that's okay too. But where there's a will, there's a way. And if you have to have your aid do it, that's fine too. Nobody is knocking you for anything. We all have different injury levels, and it's important that you understand, if you need help, get it and take it. Don't turn away help, because we all need help sometimes. We all need help sometimes. Able-bodied people need help. Everybody needs help. Non-able bodies, we all need help. So take the help, because I think we weren't clear on that last time. Everybody is not as independent as us. We just happen to be independent, but everybody that has spinal cord injuries, some of them need help, some of them want help. You know, I respect the people that need help. The ones that just want help, it's like, okay, man, you don't believe in yourself. And that's what I would like people to start doing. Like, try to take things on for yourself, because if nobody is there, God forbid, like your aid can't make it in, what are you gonna do if you don't need the help? You know, if you want the help, start helping yourself a little bit more. It'll make you feel a little bit better.
Also, to piggyback on that, like, so there's people like I know quadriplegic, right? Shout out to he's the OG, my man Manny, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Manny.
He has a higher injury than me, right? And he has less finger function, but you can't tell, because he does everything like an able-bodied person. You see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, this guy has less function than all of us, but he gets it done
because his mind functions, and that's the most important part. Your mind.
He amazes me every day. Like, he gets it done. You can't even tell he moves how he moves. You see what I'm saying? And that's like, it just showcase. I think that's a mental thing too. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's really a mental thing. Also, I know you addressed that as like, you know, you didn't take the first 3 years of working out like serious.
I didn't.
There is instances, like you said, is it incomplete and you are complete, right? There's instances where you can work out 10 times a day and you have no return. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So people don't.
Thanks for clearing that up. Yeah. I didn't want to offend anybody with that.
Because everybody's recovery is so different, right? There's some people that could just wake up tomorrow, boom, they just getting up. There's some people that exercise every single day. So for the audience out there, don't look pity on somebody saying that, oh, they're not trying hard enough to walk. No, you don't know what that person is doing.
It's a mental thing. And don't be mad at people that can walk before you. You know what I mean? I left out the hospital. Before I left out the hospital, it was a lady.
The comparison thing got to stop.
It was an older lady, and she went out walking. And I was like, wow. I just looked at it as inspiration. You know, I'm like, I'm going to leave out here walking. I didn't take it with any hate. I was happy for her. It made me happy to see it. But it's also like Jesse said, if you're not able to do those things and you go hard every day, it doesn't mean give up. It doesn't mean it's a time limit on anything. Maybe working out is just what you need to do to keep your body healthy, even in the chair.
There you go,
And it's important to work out in the chair as well, even if you're just working out to sit down. You have to keep your body healthy, because as long as you keep your muscles working and flowing, your blood is circulating. Circulation is very important. We need people to carry us. We need people to pick us up. We need people to be able to lift us. We need to be in shape. So it's very important to do that. Don't just let yourself go because you're in a chair. You can still look how you look how you feel, really. So a lot of people, if you're feeling shitty, you're not going to feel like getting up and fixing yourself up. So try to boost your mood. Work on your inner you before you work on your outer you.
Yeah, it's more mental too. Like me, boy, y'all told y'all injury levels. I was declared level T12. But so that's like from the torso down. But then after like 4 years later, I got like the acupuncture again, and they told me I was level L1. So that's like lumbar. Yeah. So that's like from like my, I guess like my butt type down or whatever. So it's like another. It's like the next level. So people see my workouts on my social media page, and they're like, "Yo, what level are you?" You know, because my workouts are really intense. I use the leg braces, the KFOs with the the walker and stuff like that, and I do a bunch of all kind of crazy intense workouts and stuff. And I don't know, you guys, you just really gotta, like friendship, you gotta just push yourself, and really, you gotta really want it. You can't look for any return. The doctors told me that I would never walk again, so that was my motivation right there. The fact that I'm just I'm just up, standing, able to walk, able to actually stand up with the walker, stand upright, because man, I sat down for so long. I'm always looking up to people. I forgot how tall I was, and I'm standing up now. And you know, it also gets the blood flowing, and you feel a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Like your mental, you think a lot better, clearer. Your thoughts are better and stuff like that. So, yeah, I would advise everyone to work out just for self. Don't look for any return.
They have a gym for people with disabilities specifically. They're called the Access Project in New York City, because they have different names for different programs all over America and all over the world. Practically, it's a lot of good ones. I know it's a lot of good ones in Florida too, but
I think Miami or something.
Yeah, for NYC, it's the Access Project. That's AXIS Project. And you can follow them, you can hit them up, you can call them, Google it. If you're in the NYC area, in the New York City boroughs, not Long Island, just the boroughs, the 5 boroughs. And you're able to sign up for the program, and you're able to go to the gym for free. So I think that'll be like a good thing if you really want to get into working, because they have equipment.
Insurance too.
Yeah, you have to go. They'll tell you the qualifications for it, because you're not just going to be able to go just pop up. You have to sign up for it, and they'll tell you what you have to do in order to get it. Right. So it's an insurance thing, but where there's a will, there's a way. There's other ways about it too, because somebody else did it a different way that I know of. I don't want to mention
the whole
names.
point of it is that when you're in a situation, you need to keep up with your health, right? Because you can easily ride away. You have to. It's not even for like. It becomes a lifestyle, just working out and just take care of your body, because this thing you want to last as long as you could in this in this situation.
Our life expectancy is shorter because of being in chairs. And
what is it, to like 50?
No, not 50.
Because live right there.
Live, that's tomorrow for live. No, it's people. I don't want to say like everybody in the chair dies early, because it's people that might live mad long, but for most people, we die of serious things, because people, you might not be able to see it. You might just think, oh, it's the wheelchair. No, there's other things. There's pressure sores, there's kidney infections, there's all types of things we can pass away from, that anybody could pass away from too. It's not just regular stuff, it can happen to anybody. But you have to really take care of your body, because it's even harder for us, being that we're not walking. Our body
doesn't function properly.
Don't function the same as if walking people's do. So we have to go extra hard to take care of ourselves. So basically what we're saying is, don't just work out to work out to be healthy. That's right. That.
That's a fact.
And we're not body shaming. We don't care what size you are, big, small, ugly, or tall. You good. Just work out for your health. That's it.
Right.
And also, I know when I first got injured, I reached out to Live, and like I said, this topic is going to be one show for itself. But even for those individuals that's worrying about like sex, right? How can you please another woman or do anything in the bed with somebody if you're not physically fit? And I know that was Big Bro. He pointed out that point to me when I first kind of like reached out to him. He was like, "Yo, you got to, in certain positions, you got to have shoulder work. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your body up." So that was one of the main reasons why I went to work out. So
he went out to work out to get. Whatever your motivation is, do it.
Remember at that time, the girl I was with, we used to be in the mirror.
First of all,
three fake acting like. I used to have put the phone on the dresser and showed it. She was with it. She was mad cool though, and she used to. We weren't naked. We weren't naked or nothing crazy, but not on no freak shit. But I would just like put the phone on the dresser. He was asking me positions about positions.
Something, and he was like, "All right, bet I'm gonna show you example."
And she was with it, and she used to get in her position, and I would show bro like, look, I put the phone on the dresser, and we would be like.
My dumb ass is like, yo, you could do that?
And I do, you know what I'm saying? But I was just showing him, like, you still life. And that's why I always preach still life after the cheat.
The biggest misconception is that everybody in a wheelchair is a good head giver because we can't have sex. It's like we're just immaculate head givers, and that's why anybody's supposed to you gotta get the SpongeBob tongue when he was looking at ice cream like that. But no, that's not the case.
Yeah, we got a whole episode book at that because I know everybody's always interested.
Even though I am kind of the way me.
Whoa.
I'm playing.
Raggy?
Roof. But yeah, what's some fact that you learned this week?
Oh, so like each episode we want to talk about a disability fact of the day or disability fact of the week. Today's disability fact is there's a lot of people that's disabled that is living in poverty, right? So it's almost 27% of people with disabilities living in poverty. Disability is both a cause and consequence of poverty. It's a cause because it can lead to job loss, right, and reduce earning. Also, the barriers to education and skill development kind of factors in with the poverty level with disabilities. So, and a lot of times you can relate poverty, right, to disabilities. Like it goes hand in hand together. And shout out to our vets, right? Because a lot of our vets out there that's suffering through a mental disability or physical disability, they are homeless, right? People we don't talk about that a lot, and that's one of the facts of the day where it's like there's a real parallel between the two. And people a lot of times there's not even talked about in the disabled community or society in general, where there's a lot of like disabled people can't even land a job because the place is not even accessible, right?
Or they don't want to hire you,
or they don't want to hire you because you're inconvenience.
They can't. They say they can't discriminate, but they still do.
They discriminate, and or they don't think you're qualified for the job just based on how you look. Meanwhile, like Stephen Hawkins, right? What's his name? Stephen Hawkins, the smartest dude that ever lived, right? He's a genius. So you can't, making judgment on how somebody look or based off like, the way somebody is talking, right? Because there's times that, I know I've been talking to somebody that has like, that's autistic, right? They're not, you
wouldn't even know.
Yeah, certain areas that they're not like really strong, but their expertise in certain other areas is like they're geniuses. You see what I'm saying? So, we have to really, touch on, the whole poverty thing and with people with disabilities. I think that's a huge thing, and that's the topic of the day. I mean, the disability fact of the day.
But to piggyback off of what he said, I know our word is piggyback apparently, but we want to give solutions to these problems as well. Mm-hmm. They have something in New York City. I don't know for other states, but it's called Access VR, where they try to get you back into vocational. Like they try to get you into what career choice you want, and they will help you. So again, it's access, like accessibility, ACCESS VR, Access VR. You can Google it. They have one in almost, I think, every borough, and they can help you. And it's another program, but you can DM me privately and I can help you to get associated if you want to get back to work. And they help anybody with any disability. They don't discriminate. They can't. And
there's a lot of people that's disabled that wants to get back into the working field, but they're so scared about also like losing their benefits. So we need to go in the government or go to upstate and talk about that's not fair, right? Because at the end of the day, if somebody wants to land a job and they make like 6 figures or something, their whole disability check or something will be taken away, but that person's still disabled. He still needs to pay for those medical equipment. And then being disabled, your
insurance too is not just SSI. You lose health insurance.
And think about it, most disabled use a lot of different like medical equipment. Like being disabled is very, very expensive, and it's a big money market. You see what I'm saying? So
we need to see a lot of specialists for different things, and it's like the SSI that they give is not even a lot. So it's like we should still be able to get that and still make money. And then they do say now they did something where it's like you could get a job, but you have to work part-time, and the part-time is like part-time of part-time in order to still keep your check, or it's gonna get lowered either way. Right.
And like you said, and the doctors are mad expensive. Like just to get like every year I get a couple checkups, like to check on my kidneys, and I have blood clots in my legs. So I take medication and stuff, and like I get I get that checked out too every year. But those doctors are like mad expensive. So when you lose your insurance, it's like
you lose
rough.
everything. It's hard. You could literally die.
You could die.
You
could
die.
literally die because, like I said, people depend on certain services and depend on certain equipment so they can survive.
You shouldn't have to chill and
That's
choose
crazy.
in between independence or death.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
never
it should
fair
be
to
a
do
choice.
that.
Yeah,
It should be they should coexist. Like we should be good and still be able to get our money, or at least make it easier for us to get back on. Say we do make these 6 figures, anybody could lose their job.
Yeah.
The world could go into a recession tomorrow. They make it so hard if you ever got off of it to get back on. So
yeah.
And it's not right. I don't know what kind of laws that needs to be changed. Maybe because, like I said, once again, we are the unheard voice, right?
Yeah.
we need to do the work.
And they're getting more and more stingy as time goes on. Every day they cutting more and more benefits off.
Yeah, us, our family, our From the Throne family, we need to come up with some solutions on how we gonna write a bill so that
So if
we
you have some-
can keep our benefits and keep our SSI and still be able to go out and be working, choose our careers, because that's what limits people from doing what they really want
Correct.
to do.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And it's
yeah.
not fair because even me as a mom, I want to do a lot of things, but I have a son, so I have to think about him first. So it's like, damn, if I lose my main source of income, it's like, what can I do? You know, because he depends on me. It's not just myself.
Right.
And I have to feed him, and it's like the shit that they give me is not even enough to feed him.
Exactly.
So I have to make other ways, but it's like, damn, I need this little bit of check that I get. So we have to figure out a way where we can show the government, like, yo, y'all gotta stop just bullying us around, because that's what they're doing. And then people on SSDI and SSI get 2 different amounts. Let's be clear. SSDI, those are people that get injured in the work field and stuff like that. So they're able to keep their benefits. I learned the other day that if you get a settlement from like a car accident or injury and you're on SSI, you could lose your SSI.
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
Or they'll lower
because they only want you to have. They said you can't have no more than $2,000 in your account. So if you sit here, if you think I'm only gonna have $1,999 in the bank, you fucking crazy. Got me
And that's
fucked
in
up.
every single
You think that's
account.
all I'm gonna have,
That's in
like to my
total.
name? Like I got shit.
And
I
that's
gotta
not
do.
fair
That's
because,
not
like I
fair to
said,
us.
it limits you from like doing like. So it's like it kind of it's like they want to put you in a box where it's like you can only get so high. You get what I'm saying? And that's not fair. That's not fair at all.
$2,000 to your name. That's all you. That's the most you could
That's
have.
all I'm worth. It's like
That's all
because I'm disabled.
because
That's
I'm disabled,
all
that's
I'm
the
worth.
most I can have
And they
in my
give you
account. Get the
literally
fuck outta
enough
here.
just to like
Yeah.
get you through probably like a week or two.
week of-
It's like, what the hell? What
Shit's
can I
sad.
do with this? And it's like
It's
you really
sad.
you learn to really stretch a dollar. Let's talk about it. I see so many people that are disabled that they'll write like, "Can you cash at me? Can you do?" You know what I mean? Because we have our problems, and I try to help out as much as I can. But it's like, damn, I get in one check too.
Right.
But we like to close it off all the time with.
We always want to close off the episode with, something positive or something that we are totally grateful for. A sign of gratitude in these times is very, very, very important. So, who want to spark this off?
What's the?
Y'all ain't grateful for anything? What you thankful?
I'm grateful for my mama. It was her birthday yesterday.
Shout out to Mama Love.
Happy birthday, Mama Love.
I'm happy that she was able to make it to this age, and I'm so grateful for everything that she does for me and my son. And I'm grateful for so many. It was so many birthdays this month. I'm grateful for my cousin. Her birthday was last week, and most importantly, just having people that really support me. My best friend's birthday is tomorrow, so it's like it just shows like all the people that I'm really close to, they really are close with me, and having that support is very important. So I'm grateful for the support that I have and the support that we get from you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Frenchie. I'm thankful for my support system. Also, I got a text from my son last night. By the way, he said he's proud of us, man.
Shout out to AJ.
Thank you,
Yeah, AJ. With his text, what he said to me, it just like, man, I was damn near cried, man. He said he's proud of us, and he was like, Dad, I look up to you. And like he said, I love how you guys touched on a bunch of different topics and how honest and open you guys were. Like he said, yo,
What's up?
he said, make sure you tell him I said what's up, and I'm proud of all y'all. I'm like, wow, like that. So I'm thankful for him and my friends as well. The ones that will put my wheelchair in their car and shit and lift me up.
The ones that'll even share a post.
Yeah, the ones. Yeah, that too. Like,
My friends
the
be
ones
messing up my car, man. They be I love them. They be struggling with that shit. That shit heavy too.
But yeah, the friends that just lift you up, not only physically but mentally too,
Word,
as
that's a
well.
fact. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all for just taking on my calls whenever I, even though I don't call much. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do better. But yeah, the friends that are there whenever I do call or whatever, you reach out to me. I'm always there for you guys, and the love is real. And instead, So yeah, I'm thankful for that, for my support system, and that's it.
And I'm thankful for health.
Amen. Amen, dog.
Give me a 5, sis.
It's so bad that that's on camera. I was gonna 5 them, y'all.
We gonna click that, but yeah, I'm thankful for health, right? Because without health, nothing really matters, right? You got to be healthy. Health is wealth, and I feel like, you know, being healthy, a healthy person is like the most important thing going forward, especially just being somebody being in a wheelchair, because like, you know, it's all about the end game at the end of the day. Like, I'm trying to live here trying to be on this earth for a while, and I know I gotta take care of my body, so I'm really thankful for a healthy body. You know, I think sometimes we as people, like, you know, we take little things for granted, right? Because like when I was walking, I never thought I could just be in a wheelchair or have a spinal cord injury. So even like the small things that a able-bodied person or somebody just randomly, like just waking up early in the morning, you should just be thankful just waking up that you got all your limbs, you got your sight, you got your hearing.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So just be thankful for the small things. What I'm saying is anybody could become disabled. Being disabled, or, you know, it doesn't discriminate. Right, you couldn't tell me in a million years I was going to just be in a wheelchair, but thank God my mind is right, you know, and I'm healthy, and you know what I mean, shout out to my support system. So shout out to my big sis. My name is Robin. Shout out to my sis. I don't got like
shout
so many role models in my life, but my sister is like one of the biggest role models. Like,
and that's his twin.
Yeah, and everybody knows she's like the most loving, caring. Everybody loves her, and you know what I mean. I don't know where I'll be without my sister, honestly. Like I said, you know what I mean.
Sis,
so shout out to the big homie. You know what I mean? So thank you guys. It's From the Throne Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like,
holla, man.
You share,
and
subscribe.
And this is From the Throne Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah. Hey.